This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a that's bringing me down. I went to a... He said my life's a bore. Joke with my... Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Back! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Lions defense. Terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Go! 19, start!
They'll keep it on the ground. Hancock. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Packers at 6-2 to start play. And they come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll run on first down. Hancock has some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4.
Riggs! Bronco 80! Hurt! Dragon 60! Cougar 19!
Now a give right side. Hancock. That hit will go down, but not before getting this inside the... .30. 47 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
Ready! Hiking 18! Ready!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves! Hurt! Cup 19! Cup 19! Ready, ready?
Now a handoff up the middle. Hancock. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go! Cougar 19! 70 Timberwolves! Go!
They'll keep it on the ground. Hancock. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team can have any more confidence in handing him the football.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go! 70 Lions! Street, street! Lions! 60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats!
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
60 Bison! 60 Bison! Mustang 19! Panther 60! Panther 60! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! '19 type! 19 type! 60 Mavericks! 60 Mavericks! Let go!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Saunders. He'll find his man. That's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pick up there.
18 runner, 18 runner.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That is incomplete. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week. It takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Light. Let's go now. Cougar 19. Go.
They go play action here on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the jump. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Cougar 19. Dragon 60. Ready.
Up the middle they go. Hancock. And tough sledding. Maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. Hiking 18. Let go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hancock. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hey, pass.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hancock. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down in defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Get it. Ready?
Back to throw now on 1st down. And they go screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. They'll be down at the 30. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
2nd and 10.
Ready, ready. Check. 70 Lions. Go.
Up the middle they go. Hancock. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and so after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 11, Panther 11. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready, right?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Eagles, 60 Eagles. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Get up.
Looking to throw. Westbrook. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defense. Your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Warriors, that's Cowboy 80.
Back to throw. Saunders. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Saunders. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's fielded at the 34. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Bronco 80. Mustang 19. Street. Street. Ready.
Back to throw. Westbrook. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and can be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
18 Cardinals. Trap 50, trap 50. Ready.
Looking to throw. Westbrook. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 23. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Ready up.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Back to throw. Saunders. It's caught inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Looking to throw. Saunders. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Shifts volume. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Ready,
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw. Saunders. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Saunders. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Get it. Like 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. These two teams have met at Ford Field earlier this season with the Lions winning that ball game. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. Packer pressure, and down he goes. him free there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Back to throw. Saunders. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Saunders. He'll try and do this himself. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Operating from the gun, Saunders. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Dragon 60. 70 Lions.
From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
From the 44 now, here's second and 4. In motion, the tight end. Second and 4. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
A I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Saunders. Nowhere to go. He lost the football. Not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Your blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine. The emptiness machine.
Keep on loving. my taste. Hold up. Y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up. We mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up. Mine also dangerous. Hold up. Y'all talk outrageous. Hold up. Don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up. Got that touch of my savior. Hold up. Give it that touch of my hater. Lyrics can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more. Sonogram don't feel it no more. You been driving a minute but can't steer it no more. Riding the wave but now you're chilling on shore. What's the use of being rich when your inside's poor? Is it this what you don't wanna see more? You wanna see more but you wanna see sore. Life done slowed you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You shackle by thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas without a... You feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a buck. You still feel paralyzed, the bucks and track. Friends is having kids, ain't adding up. What's the